Welcome to Channel 2. This is the Wild Edit. I'm Wiley Wild, and let's take a look at what's been happening this past week. Our top story for this week is a local reality TV show has exposed the alarming trend of older men targeting teenage girls for sex as community leaders in Durban step up to report predators. The show Manyanyoba first aired on DSTV in 2023. Recently, clips of the series began circulating on social media showing men in their late 30s to 50s waiting in hotel rooms for girls aged between 14 and 17 years old. The show gets calls from local community leaders providing tip-offs about child predators in the community. In one episode, a well-known 52-year-old Durban North man was found in a hotel room with a 17-year-old girl. When the host asked him what he was doing with his child, he said she was massaging me, quote-unquote massaging me. He then says, I wanted her to market for me to repair cars. I'm not a mechanic, but I work for a company that repairs cars. I do not have the power to offer anyone jobs at the company. He admitted to speaking to the girl on WhatsApp and asking her for a boob massage. He said the girl told him that she was 17. When the host questioned him about the responsibility as an adult, he said he should not have done it. What would you do if you found your daughter locked in a room with a man your age, asking your daughter for a boob massage, trying to kiss your daughter and laying half naked on the bed with your daughter? How would you feel? He said, I'm sorry, boss, for shaking his head. Mind you, he's married and he has a 14-year-old daughter. 14. You were there with a 17-year-old girl. So, and the lovely thing that they do is that they get them to call like their family members to know what's up. You know, just like with, who's his name? I forgot what his name was. Oh my gosh. But it starts with the Gideon, yeah. When he does the child predator catches, you know, he gets them to call anyone and tell them what's been going on. I love that. I love that so much. Because not only will they hear about it, they'll see about it when they see the show. Because obviously family members or whatever watch the show. And then, yeah, I have prayed for times like these, because if anyone knows in South Africa, like, we have a huge pedophile problem, like a huge one, like, I'm not gonna lie. So I've prayed for times like this where we finally get something like this in South Africa. Like, I've never heard of the show up until like this point when I like heard about like it trending and whatnot. Like, I've prayed for times like this, because like literally every girl that I know like has a story about some creepy old man like saying stuff like dude, so I am so happy that this is finally like happening in South Africa, because it has been a huge problem. Like watching like Chris Hansen and like all these like other like YouTube like videos of like child predators being caught, like I was just wishing that could this happen to us in South Africa? Like, please. I have prayed for times like these, like, because like I have so many experiences with like creeps, bro. Like, the worst one I think was, I was in grade 11, I think it was either like grade 11 or grade 12, and I was probably like 16, 17 there, probably like 17, yeah, I think it was 17, yeah. I had just got back from school. I had to take 2 taxis from my school, so I take the taxi when I get out of school, take the taxi that goes to town, and then from there, from town, I take a taxi that will get me to Morningside. That's where I used to live. So I get in the Morningside taxi, and there are these taxis with like the one seat like on like the left, and then like two, there are 2 seats on like the right. So I'm sitting in the back seat, there's a woman that's sitting on like the right hand side like window. I'm sitting next to her, and then this boy that looked to be around like grade 9, grade 10, whatever, he sat next to me, and then there was this old man sitting next to him by the window. So, I'm just like looking around, looking outside, because like my phone didn't allow us to like bring phones to school. So it's like I couldn't even like get, like get my earphones, just to music, whatever. Like, no, I was just like raw dogging the whole 10-minute ride. So I'm just sitting there, and then the person that's sitting in the seats in front of like the old man, like like the one seat, they jump off, and then the boy that was sitting next to me, he goes to sit there. So, like, I'm thinking nothing of it, like, dude, regular occurrence. No one just wants to be like squashed up, next to people. You'd rather sit alone. So, okay, cool. So, I move a little bit more to like the left to like give the woman next to me, like some space. So, okay, like I'm sitting, I'm looking around, and then like women will know when they feel eyes on them. Like, for me, it's not suddenly like, it's like this huge, like, for me, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's not like very intense, but like, I can tell, you know what I mean? Like, I could just like look at my peripheral or whatever and just like tell someone is like looking at me. It's not like some like, like suddenly I feel a shift or whatever. Like, no, it's literally like I'll turn my head and then like the person, whoever it is, looking at me. So I'm sitting and I feel eyes on me. Eyes that are on my left, where the old man is. So when I'm looking at my peripheral, I'm seeing this old man. He's looking at my thighs, and I'm like, fuck. So like, because like, well, I did say like, yeah, I am rotund. So like, and like I do have like a little bit of a big butt, like so like my skirt is like shorter like at the back than it was like at the front. So like I'm trying to like pull my skirt down, like just like discreetly, and like I put my bag like on like his side, like where the boy was sitting. I just put my bag there, like to like hide my thighs and whatnot. Like, so like, yeah, I'm like, dude, even though you're making me uncomfortable, like I still have to like, I'm the one that has to like, I don't know, change myself or whatever, change the things that I do, whatever, just so that you can lay off. But like, it gets worse from there, unfortunately. So we are about to get to my stop now. So there is like this this place, like, okay, like it's like this long road, and then like the taxi has to turn right, and then like my flats are literally like a few seconds after like you've turned right, and then like I'll ask them to like stop the car, and then like there's my gate over here. Very simple, very easy. I don't need to walk like a long way to get to my place. Like, that's what I loved about like where I live. Like, you could just get the taxi like out of the gate, drop you at the gates, like perfect. So there's flats like by the left, like because like it turns right, but like there's flats by the left, and then what the taxi usually does is that it turns and then like it stops there. So like the people that are like living by the flats that are there by the left, they can jump off and like walk there. And then like when the taxi is there, I sometimes do jump off with them and just like walk like those few seconds to get to my gate. It's probably about like what, like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I just like walk there to get to my gate. Cool. So I'm looking at the people are jumping off there. So the car stops there, like when it like turns right, to like let the people like jump off to go to the flats that are by the right. So I'm like, hey, let me also go. Mind you, the old man, he left also. He jumped off also, and like I jumped off behind him, and then he closed the door for me. And as a kind child, because I was taught respect, I was like, oh, thank you. No, I thank you for closing the door for me. Okay, I'm walking. I'm thinking, this guy is gonna go to the flats on the left, because like, what's going on? Tell me why this old, he looks to be about in his like late 60s or early 70s, like, or like, dude, something. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe like 6 years or something, I don't know. Tell me why. With his limping self, he starts walking next to me. He's like, what's your name? I give him a fake name. My fake name, like, girls, create a fake name, please. Create a fake name. Never tell no one your real name. My fake name is like, I change it from time to time, but like, the surname is always the same, because like, it's Nolwazi Cele. Sometimes Mzotu Ayabonga, but like, it's always gonna be like Cele. Nje, I'm always a Cele. I am always a Cele. Like, so like, that's like my fake name. So okay, I give him the name, and he's like, oh, do you live around here? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't want to say like yes, because it's like, like, that's weird. And like, the most scariest thing to note about this, like, the people that jumped off in the taxi have already left. They've already left. I'm walking like away from them, because like, it's like behind me, and like, the road is quiet. This is like, it was about like 4 or 5, or like 4:30 or something, like in the afternoon. So it was like quiet at that point. The road was like completely quiet. There was no one on the road, no cars, no nothing. So like, I'm scared now, because like, literally, like, this old man is like following me, and it's like, dude. So and then he's like, oh my gosh, how can I say this? He's like, oh, okay. After like, I respond, and I'm like, yeah, I live around here, yeah. He's like, would you please give me the opportunity? Mind you, still limping. He's limping as he's saying this, so it's like, would you please give me the, like, bro. He says this in English too, He says, would you please give me the opportunity to make love to you? Bro, when I tell you my heart was pounding in that moment. My heart was pounding, and like, I'm thinking of the worst. Even though this is an old man, like, he's still a man at the end of the day. Like, he could maybe overpower me. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a quiet road. Like, sure, maybe if I scream, like, someone would. But, like, I don't want it to get to that point, you know what I mean? So, my heart is pounding, like, I'm trying to, like, speed walk, because, like, mind you, he's, like, limping, so, like, maybe, he won't, like, get that close to me with his limping. He has to, like, mind his leg, the fuck. I don't say anything. Adrenaline is kicking in, like, dude, like, I'm scared. And this nigga is still going on. He's like, I feel like it will be very good for the both of us. Like, he's just, like, yabbering on. Like, mind you, I said this is a 30 seconds, like, walk. Like, it's literally, like, right there. The gate's literally, like, right. But he's just still yabbering on. When he sees that, like, I'm not responding or anything, he's like, okay, I'll see you later. I'll see you next time, no worries. By now I was like just getting like closer to the gates, and I used to use like the gate uses a fob, so you needed to like put the fob like near the gate, and the gates would open. So like, I have my fob in my hand, in my pocket, bro. There's like, dude, I was just like speed walking, quiet, heart pacing. I'm scared, like, dude. Then he's like, okay, I'll see you next time, no lwazi. Yeah. Then he turns around and he starts walking up to where the taxi like came from. He's not going towards the flats. He's going to. So this man was literally waiting for me. He was literally waiting for me to jump off so he can jump off with me. So I'm guessing when he saw the taxi was like about to like turn right and just like go down the road, he was like, hi, maybe like for my leg, like this is bad, like I can't follow this girl like all this way, I have to think of my leg, I'm limping or whatever. So he literally waited for me, and like, dude, I blame myself for the longest time. Like, why didn't I just like jump off like at the gate, just like let the taxi go for like those 5 seconds and just like get to my gate and then jump off them. Like, why did I have to go out? Why did I have to go? Like, dude, but it's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like, what you need to know is that it's not your fault. when it comes to these things. Like, people will say that, like, oh, why was your skirt like this? Why was this going on? Why were you like this? Whatever. They'll try to make so many excuses. And they'll be like, oh, you don't look like you're a minor. Like, oh, but your body. Oh, but, like, dude, they are the pedophiles. You're just a kid. Keep it at that. Like, dude, just remember that. They're the ones in the wrong. And I've had so many other experiences, but it's just like, that one was like the most scary ones, like, of them all. And like, that was a Friday, I remember, because like the next day was gonna be like this parent teacher thing that we had, that my mother was going to go to. We were gonna go to school, to my school, and then she would like talk to like all of my teachers that teach like my subjects, you know, just to check how I'm doing and all that day. So that Saturday, my mother's boyfriend at the time, he was going to take us to my school. So tell me why, as the car is going, we're on the same road, you know, like that huge road that I told you, like that long road before you turn right. We're on that road. We weren't even like 5 minutes past the house. Guess who I see limping? There? Him. And because like I did tell my mother, like, oh, when I got home I cried, because like literally like, this is the first time, this is scary, whatever. I got home, I cried. When my mother came back from work, like a few minutes later, I told her. She hugged me, like, yeah, tell me why, like, we see him. And then like I tell my mother, like, first I'm like, ma, that's him. Tell me why this dude, because like my mother had told him about it. Tell me why this dude, without even needing to be told to stop, he turns that car around. And then he parks next to him. And he's like, come here. My mother lowers the window, because like he was on her side on the left. My mother lowers the window. First thing my mother says was like, Sawon, Unjan. And then she's like, you know, I don't even know what I'm gonna say to you. And now my mother's boyfriend, he's the one who starts, yeah, why were you asking? Because like he was Congolese. So like, yeah, he was like, yeah, why were you talking to a young child, asking her for sex? And this nigga, like, yo, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. No, yesterday you, and he's still going up. He's like, yesterday you asked my daughter, because he usually call me his daughter. He's like, yesterday you asked my daughter for sex when she was shopping off of the taxi. You were following her. She told me yesterday. And he's like, I never did that, never did. And like the attitude this dude had, he was like, are you all finished? I need to get to work. So like, as he's still being told off for the things he was doing. And then like this boyfriend, he was like, if she wasn't in the car with you, if they weren't in the car here with me, meaning me and my mother, he was like, I was gonna beat you. And he's busy like, oh, can I go now? Can I go to work? So I have to catch a taxi to go to work. Like, dude, that was an experience. Not a good one, but like, dude, it was an experience. Like, dude, the call of them and the way they try to like twist things when they like caught out, and they try to like scramble for any lies that they can. Like, no, I was just asking her something. Like, no, I was just like here to like tell her that this is wrong. That's literally like when I watch like one of those episodes of like the predator catchers, excuse me, they are always like, some of them are always like, no, like, I just came here to tell her that what she's doing is wrong. She should not be talking to like these guys that could be like her fathers, and like messaging them and telling them to come to her. Like, that's the excuse that they always give. And I'm guessing like they do bribe the people that caught them. They do bribe them. They do, dude, like even with Chris Hansen, like, dude, they literally found politicians politicians, doctors, whatever, that go to these houses. It was just so fucked. It's just so fucked. But like, I am so glad this is happening in South Africa. Like, please, 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 if you do know someone that is a pedophile, basically a predator, whatever you want to call it, please call them. I'll put in their number there. Like, please call them and tell them about the pedophile in the area. We need to like cleanse South Africa. Like, please, like, we might not get them all, you know, they are one show, you know what I mean, but like, yo, please call them, please tell them we need to get rid of them. Huzzah. Let's get to the next story. Now, the second story. Why am I only laughing? Now, the second story we have for today, former Department of Homeland Security Secretary Byron Noem, her husband got like pictures of him leaked, of him wearing giant fake breasts and pouting into the camera. He's showing his ass, and they said that like he would participate in like online forums of like people people, well, I think it's men or something, like, or women too, I don't know. It's something called bimbofication, where it's basically like where people in like, well, I'm thinking like women, they inject like saline into their breasts to like make them big and to like make themselves look like Barbie dolls. Like, they inject like their lips and like make them big and like, you know, just like all of that. So he was found out to be doing that, and bro, the pictures the pictures are so freaking hilarious. There is this one picture where he does have like the fake giant boobs, and like you can see like the nipple for like one of them is like, okay, it's okay, but the other one is like literally pointing towards his face, and he's like pouting to the camera. Like, you couldn't even fix that. You couldn't even like fix that before you like, dude, like, it cracked me the fuck up. Like, I don't know either of them, but you know, this thing with like people in politics, they're very conservative. I heard that like she's working with like ICE. First of all, fuck ICE. She's like working with ICE and whatnot. So it's like, yo, this is what your this is what your husbands are doing. Like, oh my gosh, dude, that is so embarrassing. That is like the hypocrisy for you to be like, you know, like, I'm God-fearing, like, you have like all of these things. I'm guessing, you know, like people with like the crosses in their bios, the verses in their bios and all that damn. But this is what happens. And like, do like, even like, bro, like, do what you wanna do, as long as like you don't, you know, include minors, force anyone, like, you know, as long as it's all, you know, consensual, it's okay. You do it like in your own home, in the privacy of your own home. You're not disturbing anyone. That's good. But like, it's funny. It is so funny. Like, he's not doing anything wrong, but like, it is so freaking funny. And apparently he would pay cam girls to like dominate him. And there was this one video, like, I'll put it in.
I believe You told me you loved me, didn't you?
I do love you.
Do
Yes.
you?
Mm-hmm.
So much better than your wife, aren't I?
You're so much better. Would you ever marry me?
Oh, you want to be married to your God.
I mean, who would be?
I mean, exactly. So how many drinks are we on?
A lot.
A lot.
Shut up. You're so amazing.
And the video is like of like, yeah, he's like saying all these things, being like, you know, like, would you please marry me? I think like she was asking him like, oh, would you leave your wife for me and all that? Like, dude. And like one of the cam girls called Lydia Love, she's 28. She says that Brian paid her around like $5,000 over the past 2 years to dominate him online. She said that Brian whined about his stressful life and likes to show off his big fake boobs and be ordered to bend over and spank himself. And like, dude, like, get your wife to do it. Like, get your wife to do it. Like, dude, you can like, this would have been like okay, you know, it wouldn't have been like this much of a big deal if it found out that, oh, they were doing this together with his wife. But the thing is, he was keeping this a secret from his wife. He was doing it with other women. Like, that's the thing. If y'all can just be like freaky Christians and just be like freaky Christians by yourself, like, it would have been like okay, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are married, you know, like, yeah. But like the fact that you do it with like other people, you do it with other people, and like you're keeping it a secret. And like this cam girl, Lydia, she said like there's no way in hell that Christy didn't know. Dude, it is so freaking funny. It is so freaking like, dude, the pictures and all that. Like, he's wearing like these tight clothing, these like tight like tights and whatnot. And you know, like with men's bodies and stuff, like they don't have any hips, right? So it's like it's not flattering at all. He's showing his bum and all. Like, dude, it is so freaking funny. It is so funny. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk about it. But like, hey, free him for real. I hope he can get his wife to do that, because like clearly, you know, like this is you. You can't just stop it. You can't, you know, like hide it. So like, just do you. Do you, my darling? Do you, my darling? Do you, like, free you? Like, you can do anything you want as long as it's like legal and safe and whatnot. But like, you don't need to hide anymore. Like, this is freeing for you. Like, we're freeing you. Whoever leaked those photos, they were doing you a service. Like, dude, thank them. Our last story for today, something that I just found out like literally like yesterday, was that the singer David, I think his real name is like David like Anthony Burke or something, he was finally arrested, but not charged though. He was named as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivers. Rest in peace to her. Celeste was found dead last year around September, and she had been like missing since April of 2024, and they found her on September 8th, I think, 2025. They found her body in the backseat of a Tesla, in the trunk of a Tesla, and her body had already like been decomposed. Like the car was in like a pound area, so like the person that was working there called the police and was like, he senses like a foul smell. He smells like a foul smell coming from the trunk. So when the police got there, they found 2 body bags. The body bag that was on top had like a decomposed head and torso, and then the bottom bag had arms and legs. So the body was like dismembered. And then they did find out that the person that was dead was the missing girl, Celeste, and the car was linked to David. The car was linked to David. I think the car was like in Texas, and they like live in like Los Angeles or something. But like the car was linked to David. Like I don't know. For like this long, like dude, like he has not been arrested. Like they literally found a body in his car, a car that's linked to him. It's his car. Oh, and mind you, Celeste was like around like 13, 14 around the time, and like he's like in his 20s. So another case of a pedophile. And they both had like the word shh like on tattooed like on their right index finger. So I'm guessing something sick that he made her do. Like dude, it can't, because like most people, like when they hear about stuff like this, they just like to immediately like blame the victim and just say like, oh, why was she with him, like why did she run away, what's going on with this. But like dude, the dude is a predator. A predator is a predator. Like some people don't even know that they're being groomed. Some people only find out like after years that, hey, what happened to me was grooming, what happened to me was assault, what happened to me. So it's like there's no blaming the victim here. There's no blaming the victim here. And when I did originally find out about this, when like the whole thing came out about like her body being found in his car, like when people did digging, they actually found a lot of incriminating things. Number one that I heard of is that like he wrote a song, and in the name, like in the song, like he says her name like multiple times. So I'm guessing it was like a song about her, but like it was like an unreleased song, I think. So like yeah. Another thing was like a music video of his for like one of his songs shows a girl that matches like the description of Celeste. Like it's not her, but like she has like similar features. Like she had like long black curly hair, like the tan skin and all that, and like it shows her like being killed in the music video. So it's just like weird stuff. And even like on one of his TikToks, like he made like a TikTok of him like cleaning an area or something. Like he was just cleaning something, and like literally like her shoes were there like in the background. Like these were literally her shoes, because like when they like check like photos of like her and like him or whatever, they see her wearing like the same shoes. So I'm guessing it was like his house and she was there or something. But it's just like, I don't know what goes on for like so much time has passed, and then like he's only being arrested now. He's not charged, mind you. He is just arrested on suspicion of, you know, being involved in her death, which is literally so dumb. Like I know, like sure there has to be like procedures in place, you have to have evidence, you have to have this, that, but like literally it's right there. It's literally right there. They were in a, well, it's not a relationship actually, it's not a relationship, yeah, between someone that is over 18 and under 18. That is not a relationship, that is just like grooming basically. Yeah, that's like the relationship, and I say that lightly. The relationship they had, it was grooming. Oh, and I did remember something about them. They were talking about like running away together and like getting married and all these things. So like yeah, he was basically like grooming her and all that. So it's like, it's just I don't understand like how it just went on for this long and he wasn't even arrested. I mean, her body was found in the car and everything. Oh, and during Coachella, I recently saw that there was like photos. During Coachella, there was a written air message. Like, you know, like when the planes go up and they like write stuff with like whatever, like in the sky. It read, "Celeste is a liar." It read, "Celeste is a liar." So people like immediately like linked that to him, because I'm guessing maybe like after everything was found out, he like cancelled like his world tour. He was gonna have like a world tour, then he cancelled it, got off of social media. And he just kept quiet, and like his family also came out like after his arrest, like I think they were also saying the same thing, that like, oh, he's not involved, like whatever. And it's just like, dude, like if I had a child and I heard that like something like this like came out, like someone's body was actually found in your car, and you know, I go on the internet and like I can see that y'all were dating. I see y'all's pictures together. Even her mother said that like Celeste told her that she was dating someone named David, but like she had never like met him. All she knew is that like Celeste told her that like she is dating someone named David. Like all of this is there, and like you're still choosing to believe your child that is the groomer. It's just so like I don't know like what goes on in these people's heads. Like you can love your child enough to like let them know when they're wrong, because like that is like the utmost love you can give someone, to just show them and tell them that they're wrong, and like when they're wrong, just like, you know, do everything that is necessary to like teach them a lesson, to just say that like what you did was wrong, you have to get punished for it, you have to like, you know, do whatever. Like, but like the parents like defend their children to death, like even after they did something wrong, you just defend them, like that is so messed up on like so many levels. Like I can't even. But like I hope he is charged though. I hope he is charged for her murder, because like there's literally like no way. There's no way that it's someone else. And even if maybe it is found out that it wasn't him, he still needs to get arrested for literally grooming a minor. All these like predatory things, like, you know, because she was still a minor. She was like around 13 when she was reported missing in April of 2024, yeah. So like I just hope he gets some sort of punishment, the highest one, even if they can. Like, dude, it was just so messed up. Like, pedophiles, hate them to death, because like you would see someone's innocence and just try to take that away, and that is the most sickest thing you could do. So I really do hope he's charged, but we will hear in the upcoming days about what will be like the final decision. Yeah.
Advice Desk.
And now moving on to the advice desk. A woman writes, she says she is 29 and she is pregnant with her partner's, and I say that lightly, partner's, who's 33, ex hates her. So yeah, she's pregnant with her partner, and his ex hates her. and she is asking for advice. So she says about 2 to 3 years ago, she started a relationship with a married man. She says, I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help who I fell in love with. Yes, you heard that right. To cut the story short, his wife found out, there was a huge fuss, she attacked me and ended up asking him for a divorce. Eventually, him and I reconciled and decided to give a relationship a try. I admit I wasn't thinking of how it would affect his wife. Yes, I was selfish and I've beaten myself up over it more than anyone else can. So please spare me your judgments. I'm not asking for that. I just need some advice. And there's nothing you can say that I've not already told myself a million times. Unfortunately, since finding out my partner's ex-wife has done everything possible to ruin my life, and due to her, my close family members have come to find out things about my life that I would have liked to have kept personal, which has caused me to lose close family and friends. The issue is this: I'm pregnant, and I'm against having an abortion for personal reasons, so I'll be keeping this baby. However, I have no family support or even support from friends and my partner, who is going through a divorce, while I'm desperately trying to keep my new home location a secret for obvious reasons, which is very stressful at a time where I don't need any extra stress. To add to this, my partner is no longer staying at his home and may lose it, which is extremely disappointing. As he told me this wouldn't happen, and I had planned that in the distant future, when things blow over. When things blow over, we might live together. I hope the situation is, I know this situation is incredibly messy, but I also know it won't be forever, and for now I desperately need some advice, preferably from someone who has been through a pregnancy with limited family and friend support. I'm also not 100% sure how much support I'll get from my partner. He doesn't seem all too excited about the pregnancy, to be honest, but I think his mind has been elsewhere and I can't blame him. Has anyone been in a situation like mine and has any advice for me? Does anyone have any advice to make me feel better about continuing a pregnancy with little to no support whilst dealing with someone who actively hates you? I don't think my partner's ex knows about the pregnancy, but if she does find out and tries to start trouble, does anyone have any legal advice maybe for what I can do in that event? Before I start saying anything, this woman has posted like other things. So like her other posts were her saying that she is going away with her married man and his significant other. So she says she's going to be in a weird situation with the married man. He's going to a hotel overnight with his significant other, she says, just say wife, to a spa and leisure hotel, and I'll be staying as well in another room, and she obviously doesn't know only me and him. She obviously doesn't know about me and him. I'm really nervous how this is going to work. He'll be coming to my room whenever possible and we'll see each other at the facilities as well. She doesn't like swimming and will be getting a massage for an hour, so you will get that time together, and I can't wait to go in the hot tub and sauna with him. I just hope I don't give anything away with my facial expressions when I see them together. Has anyone ever had anything similar? Am I being silly doing this? I'm really excited, and he will be paying for the stay, so it's kind of romantic in a way. I'm just so nervous. We'll be going this weekend. I just need some advice how to handle this. So the second post she makes, she says, just got back from the hotel with a married man and his wife. I've just got home from an overnight stay with a married man at the same hotel as him and his wife. It was bittersweet. He snuck into my room 4 times during the night. He said he was smoking. That part was great, but I had to see them around together, and she is not at all what I imagined. Tall, skinny, long blonde hair, the opposite of me really. Now I'm really not sure what he sees in me. He tells me I'm gorgeous and funny and just what he needs. And we had an amazing time. We got some alone time as well. While she was off getting massage, we went into the pool and hot tub together, then off to my room. I really enjoyed the whole thing, but her being there has kind of put a downer on the whole thing. Has anyone dealt with something like this? Am I being silly? Am I being silly, being slightly upset? I did have a great time all in all. Another thing she says, feeling sad and confused. So for the last week or so, things haven't been going great and I just need to vent. So after posting about going away with my married man and his significant other and getting the perspective of others, I realized that it wasn't fair to him to invite his wife along with us to our overnight hotel stay so suddenly, as I'd spent a lot of time getting ready for the trip and was so excited for it to be just the two of us. I told him I felt disrespected and a little hurt having to see them together, though I still enjoyed our time together, as it would have been the two of us, or he should have rearranged it for another time so we were alone. He apologized and said it won't happen again and that we will go out one night to talk things through. But since then, he has not been messaging as often as he usually does, and he's not mentioned going out together yet. He stopped sending good morning messages, and he's not been replying to my texts for hours at a time, so I'm not sure what's been going on. Everything was really good between us when I last saw him, so I'm a little lost at the moment. Nothing bad happened between us, and I'm sure the wife doesn't know anything. I'm just kind of spiraling at the moment, and I just want to see him and cuddle with him. It's breaking my heart not seeing him. We usually see each other every couple days, but he's not asked me to visit him since the last time I saw him, and I'm not quite sure why. I have bad anxiety, so I hate it when I don't get texts back. My mind always goes to the worst places. I keep on wondering if I've done anything wrong and just can't think of anything. I'm not sure what to do. I want to send him a long message telling him how he's making me feel, but I don't want to annoy him. He's usually texting me all day, sending sweet messages and telling me he loves me and cares for me. Now I hardly get a text back. Don't worry, there's more. In this one, she says, been a while since I said things aren't going well with my married man at the moment. We ended up talking a little after he cut down the contact with me, and after trying for days to find out why, he finally admits it. It's because his wife is pregnant, and he had to cut me off a little bit because of that, and she has had some suspicions. He says it's just hormones, and she's been accusing him of seeing someone non-stop. It's all quieted down a little, so now my married man invited me to his house for a romantic weekend, as the wife was supposed to be away with her parents. I've been really looking forward to this weekend since he brought it up. I brought new clothes, his favorite food, etc., and was prepared for an amazing time. But for some stupid reason, she decided to come back early without notice and completely ruined our alone time together. I literally had to go out the back door as fast as I could when I saw her headlights. I didn't even get the time to collect all my things. Now I'm terrified of what will happen. And yet again, I've not heard from married man. My mind is messing at the moment with thoughts like, oh my gosh, with thoughts like, did he move my stuff on time? Has she found out? Why isn't he calling? I'm so nervous and I can't relax. Though I thought I'd say this here, as I can't talk to anyone about this and I really need to try to relax. I'm left wondering why she came back and why I do this, but I also think about how much I love him, and I just wish we could be together without this drama. We speak about going legit sometimes, but he doesn't seem fully committed just yet, especially with the pregnant wife. He doesn't want the baby, but the wife doesn't care. I'm so sad right now. All I want is to be holding him again. It hurts so bad. I hope his next message isn't one saying he was caught, but a small part of me hopes he was, and we can be together. It's silly, I know. I'm just not thinking straight now. And the last one, she says, sorry for the long post. So much has happened and I really need to share my story to people and vent, as I have no one to confide in. The last few months have been awful and chaotic. I'm so deflated and at my wit's end. I've posted before about what happened a few months back, so I won't go into much detail here, but long story short, a while back I thought I'd almost got caught with my affair partner's house. Turns out I did, and had to leave through the back door when his wife came home early. Since I found out his wife came back at that night because she was suspicious and decided to install a small recording advice, and she heard a woman, me, in his house. I don't believe there was any video, just audio, thankfully. Obviously, things were awful between them after that, so bad, in fact, that he told me his wife ended up in hospital due to stress and constant arguments. So around the time, he had to cut contact with me and didn't really update about the situation, which I think wasn't fair, as I would have liked to be in the know, as it was a situation that I was involved in. But anyway, the whole thing had me reflecting on mine and his actions, and I'm deeply ashamed of it all. I think I was just high on the affection he was giving me or something. It felt addictive. The sneaking around and the secrecy felt childlike and exciting in some ways, but ultimately it was just selfish and something I spent a while coming to terms with. I know I was a bad person, taking part in all that suffering, which is why the last few weeks have been more heartbreaking. Jeez, she can't even write for shit. Here's a silly thing. Despite my newfound hatred for what we've been doing, his wife... what is she saying? Despite my newfound hatred for what we had been doing to his wife and what he had been doing to me, I still ended up falling back into his crap when he began texting me again. He was telling me how much he loves and misses me, how he's no longer having a baby with his wife and wants to make things work with us. I fell for it. She miscarried, by the way. I started to feel those same old feelings come back, the butterflies, the thoughts of him in my mind all day. So when he invited me over to his place, I stupidly agreed. Well, as I'm sure some will be happy to know, turns out he didn't mean any of it. In fact, I'm not really sure if it was him texting me when I look back. As soon as I knocked on the door, his insane wife swings it open and begins attacking me, calling me everything under the sun and blaming all her misfortunes on me. As I'm a more stable person, I didn't hit back and instead decided to run away like a scared little child back to my car with torn clothes while she hurls anything within reach at me. I have filed for a police report and I'll be pressing charges and asking for compensation for my torn clothes and dented car. I should mention my affair partner was nowhere to be seen in all this, probably hiding away like a coward. I'm absolutely devastated about everything and just bawling all the time. I've been getting non-stop harassment from this woman. She's now saying she has photos and videos of me and is threatening to show them to people, and she has yet to show me proof of this, so I have some hope that she's just lying. She has contacted friends of mine on social media and told them everything about me. She somehow even found out about my hotel visits, and my friends think of me as some sort of animal. I've decided to delete all my social media pages. She has been blasting me on all her socials, telling the whole world about me. She has tried to contact my work and they've had to block her. She is doing everything in her power to make my life as miserable as possible. It's so exhausting and I've lost all good friends because of this. I know some people will say it's my own fault, but all this devastation she is causing me is ridiculous. I admit what I did was wrong and I'm ashamed myself for it. I started to grow and move on from it, but then this happened. I'm so deflated at this point. I've tried to text my ex-affair partner to get him to stop this nonsense, but to no avail. He's either blocked me or ignoring me now. I really don't know what to do. To be honest, I'm a little scared and I've had to stay with my mother, as I don't know if I can trust my horrible ex-affair partner to not give up my address. I may have to rent another apartment and change my phone number, as I'm quite scared after the attack. She's clearly capable of getting physical with me and may do it again. And the worst part, he gets to just carry on like nothing happened. It's incredibly unfair and I can't believe I let this happen. I've been keeping the police informed of everything, so that's one small comfort, but everything is so messed up. I'm really depressed right now. This is so pathetic. I hope I can move on from this. Can anyone give me any words of comfort? Maybe I don't deserve them, but I'm only human and I hope to have a compassionate ear tonight. Oh my gosh. This is really it really is. It's like the situation turned from like bad to good. It turned from like bad to good to bad to good. Like, it was just all of that. she deserves literally everything. Like, bro, I'm not gonna mince my words and try to be like nice or anything. She deserves everything that is happening to her, and I hope it gets worse from there. I don't give a fuck. You can like literally go out with this married man, and like you're acting as if like the wife is like the other woman, and you're just being like, I'm so mad that I get to see them together. Like, she was just causing all this drama, just like blasting me on her socials, and she did all of this. You literally made that woman miscarry. The stress you have caused her, you and her husband, y'all have made her miscarry. Like, dude, that is so beyond fucked. And like, dude, she was literally like celebrating it. She made like another post, but like I think it got deleted. But like she was literally like celebrating that shit. Like, oh, he's not gonna have a child with her anymore. Like, oh, he's free now. Dude, I don't know what goes on in these people's heads. It's just like bird brains. They're all just bird brains, just like the biggest birds ever. They're the biggest birds ever. And this is all working out for her, eh? Like, and the only thing she's like, she will do everything bad under the sun, but like, nah, she draws the line at abortion. She draws the line at abortion, like, abortion, literally, like, I can't do it, I can sleep with a married man, I can let this woman miscarry, I can literally do all of these things. But like, I draw the line at abortion. Girl, I hope things get worse for you. And literally, like, obviously, he's not fucking happy that, like, his affair partner, well, ex-affair partner, now their girlfriend and boyfriend, like, I don't know. Of course, he's not going to be all that jolly to find out that you're pregnant. He's literally going through a divorce. And good on her, she is going to get the house, because like, this is more incriminating evidence. I hope the wife finds out that you're pregnant. I hope the utmost worst for this woman. I hope dude, I hope everything gets worse. I hope everything is like bad. I hope that all that happens. Because this is only going to like fuel the courts to work in the wife's favor, the ex-wife's favor. I love this shit. I love this shit. You win, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I am so thankful. Well, I'm sorry for her for like miscarrying, but like, I'm so happy that she gets to walk away with the house. I hope she gets everything that is under his name. I hope she drains him dry. I hope you're left with absolutely nothing. Nothing. And like, sure, like, you're not the only person to blame, him also. And like what she said like the other time, she said like, I don't owe the wife anything. I don't owe the wife anything. Like, it's all his fault. Like, I don't owe the wife anything. But you knew this was a married man. It doesn't even matter. Like, sure, if you said that, like, oh, you didn't know he was married, this would have been a completely different situation. But, like, you knew and you still went ahead with it. We're all women here. Like, women have each other's backs. Like, that is what you owe her. You owe her to be, you know, like, we're women out here, like, we need to have women's backs out here, but you're just gonna do this. Like, that is so beyond fucked. And I hope the both of y'all, I hope the worst happens for y'all. I literally hope the worst. Like, I can't wait to get an update, and you're just like, we're homeless, I've aborted the baby, like, all of this, he's left me. Like, I hope to get that update. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I hope that you get what you need. Like, dude, I hope you get what you like. I hope everything works out in the wife's favor. Thank you. Now I'm all heated, domestic affairs. So, person writes this. They say, my husband and I are on a cruise ship right now. Of course, there's drinking all day. Earlier, we were in the pool and a very large-chested, traditionally beautiful woman walked into the pool, and he turned around and very loudly said to the woman, "Oh my God, I didn't expect to turn around and see such beauty come into the pool." I immediately expressed my discomfort of him saying such a thing. I calmly left the pool, and he was like, "Really? You're mad at that?" He followed me out of the pool and got in my face, telling me how he was done with me, and now he's texting that he wants a divorce. Oh my gosh. Every time lately when I've expressed my hurt about something, he's reacting in the extreme, throwing the towel away, hitting me way below the belt, saying things like he can do better. Am I insane for having a lot of feelings? I truly feel so lost. I don't mean to be mean. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be mean, but you've got a little bit of bird brain. You know, just like the last one, you've got a little bit of bird brain. Because, like, you can clearly see here that you are not being treated in the best way, but you're still having doubts. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what, does he have money? Is the dick too good? Like, what's going on? If he just says that, like, he wants a divorce, babe, give him what he wants. Especially if you have, like, no kids. What did I say the last time? I was like, dude, if y'all don't have kids and y'all are married, leave him. That is, like, literally, like, the best thing you can do for yourself. The best thing you can do for yourself. Like, dude, he is literally training you to, like, take that abuse, and, like, you keep on coming back. Like, please. He's even involving strangers in this shit. You know, it's not only like, oh, he's also involving strangers to make you feel uncomfortable. Dude. And, like, cause, like, dude, there's so many things wrong with what he did. Number one, he's harassing this poor woman. Some people be like, oh, he's just giving her a compliment, he's just doing that. When you can clearly see him that he's next to his wife, you would feel uncomfortable. You would feel uncomfortable if it was just only him. You would feel uncomfortable if he was with his friends and stuff. You would feel uncomfortable. Like, I'm so mad I can't even talk right now. I'm just, like, fucking stuttering and doing all these things. I'm so mad. From the last thing and this thing, like, girl, leave this man. What he's doing is intentional. You just keep on coming back to, hey, divorce him. And I'm sure if you're like, oh, I want a divorce, like, he will change his tone so fast and just be like, oh, you know, like, I'm sorry, doing all this. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall. Because, like, they like to make this big show, do everything. But as soon as you give them what they want, it's just like, oh, I'll change, do all. Like, no. Seriously, dude, divorce him. Like, and from what you're saying, this has happened, like, multiple times. Dude, like, you do not deserve this. He's literally training you to take abuse. He's, like, pushing your boundaries, trying to see, like, what you can, like, handle, and just, like, you know, he knows that, oh, like, you won't say anything, you won't do anything about this. Like, your feelings are valid. Just leave him. Just leave him, dude. Literally, just leave him. Like, that's all I have. Like, if y'all don't have kids, anything, like, just leave him. This is the best thing you can do for yourself. Fuck him.
Hello?
And lastly, we have a confession. Lovies. Confession is, we ran into some friends of my parents at a local nude beach. Yay! We've been hiking and surfing all weekend and it ended at a nude beach. We threw some leftover mushroom chocolates in the cooler and figured, why not? My girlfriend is usually super shy while out in public. Even at nude beaches, she keeps a towel nearby. But once the mushrooms kicked in, all of that disappeared. She was completely carefree, happy, and unapologetically unabashed. At one point, she even tried to get me to race her to the water, leaving everything with our stuff by trees. Getting out of the water, things got very awkward very quick. We saw some friends of my parents walking the shoreline, and instead of shrinking in shyness, she immediately ran over and gave them both big hugs. They are both old school hippies and were totally unfazed. Meanwhile, she's standing there fully naked, enthusiastically telling them about what an amazing day it was. Meanwhile, I'm simultaneously dying of both laughter and embarrassment. Eventually, I just put my hands on her shoulders and said, well, nice seeing you guys, and steered her back to the towels. Good day all in all. Haha, definitely a new experience. Oh my gosh. That is so... I mean, but like, if you didn't have a problem with it, like, then I guess it's okay. But like, you wouldn't catch me at a nude beach, like anywhere near a nude beach. I don't even think we have nude beaches in South Africa. Like, do we? Maybe you do. I don't know. But like, you wouldn't catch me there. And these are like friends of your parents, bruh. I don't even care if they're hippies. I don't give a fuck. These are friends of your parents. You've seen them naked, for goodness sake. And I know maybe it's like those types of people that are like, oh, this is your natural body state, there's nothing to be ashamed of, but like, nah. You wouldn't catch me, like, nah, you wouldn't. But like, if it works with, like, but like, imagine though, like, someone that knew you ever since you were a child, now it's like, oh, like, I wouldn't even know where to look. Just look up to the heavens, look at the sea, look at the ground, make sure to like not pay attention to the shadows too. You might see something swinging in between the legs, like, just oh dude. And the fact that like you couldn't even like just wanna like hide, cause like she immediately ran up there and said hi to them. And he said like they figured that they probably figured out that, like, like she was on something. But still, imagine like coming off of that high, or is that what you get when you eat mushrooms? I don't know. Imagine coming off of that high, and then it's like, oh, he tells you that like you literally hugged my parents' friends naked. Oh no, I don't feel well. I don't feel well. Hearing that and seeing that, like, no, I don't feel well. That does not that does not look like, no. And this is what we just needed to end off this thing, cause like I was so mad. I was so mad going into this, but like, yeah, this was fun. Yeah, and that's tonight's edit. Thank you for spending some time with me on channel 2. This has been the Wild Edit. I'm Wiley Wild, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.